Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And today we have a model launched in 2013 and made of diamond-like carbon-coated zirconium. This is the Bethune DB28 black zirconium, sometimes called the matte black. A watch that's 42.6 millimeters in diameter. You can see in profile it thins out to 11.5 millimeters, two different ways to measure the lug span. At full extension, they are 58 millimeters lug to lug, but at full compression, they are 53, and there's a 26 millimeter spacing in between the lugs. Now, the watch is fairly light, but it is broad. You can see on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. It takes up quite a bit of wrist real estate, but it does fit. I would recommend it, though, for a wrist slightly larger than mine on these lugs. Pre-2020 Bethune watches do have several different lug-sized options, so you could have this tailored to fit, but if your wrist is, let's say, 17 centimeters circumference or larger, you would not need that. Taking a look in profile, you can see that we've got no issues fitting a cuff. It is tight to the wrist and would easily fit underneath a short sleeve. Taking a look at the strap, you can see it's an unusual combination of sort of a spearmint green on large rectangular scale alligator leather on the back. You can see Alex Crown by Jean Rousseau. Jean Rousseau out of Paris makes beautiful straps and is the OEM strap supplier to Bethune. You can see small round scale alligator leather used on the bottom. The point of using round scale gator on the bottom is to make a more durable, longer lasting strap. More expensive, but worth it. Here you can see we've got a beautiful stitching pattern, much tighter and diagonally oriented as opposed to a conventional machine stitch. Like, let me show you a machine stitch. Yeah, there you go. That's a machine stitch. No disrespect to the Chopard Mille Miglia, but this is a little bit more upscale and certainly more time and talent consuming. Taking a look at the buckle now, you can see at Bethune buckles typically match the lug design, and so there's no mystery about where that design came from. On the bottom, satination, branding. You can see we've got lugs that feature these little ogival or bullet tips, representing the last styling vestige of the original DB1 chronograph, the company's first product back in 2002. The floating lugs are a patented element. If you look on the flank of the watch, it's a little bit difficult to see, but there is a pusher adjuster that indexes the spherical moon phase, which is 1/2 blackened, 1/2 white palladium. And then we have a bevel gear system that translates the torque of the movement into the rotation of the moon phase. The spherical moon phase is patented, and it has a adjustment interval of once every 122 years. There's a little power reserve indicator that peaks out at the top of the dial. It's geared to the power reserve indicator on the back. The watch has a 6-day power reserve via twin self-adjusting barrels that cannot accidentally be overwound, no matter how much you wind them. That is patented. And so the power reserve moves from its current position, which is exhausted, down to the second jewel, which is full. And that'll correspond to the movement of the solid gold hand on the reverse side. The watch features 1, 2, 3 shock protection springs. That's called triple parachute, and yes, it's patented. It's there to prevent damage to the balance staff pivot, but also to keep the balance staff pivot centered in its cup jewel more often, even under conditions of shock, which improves chronometry. You can see that the springs themselves have been mirror polished on their top, beveled on their edges, and that the bridge has been rounded, mirror polished, and tapered, an impressive trifecta of decorative arts. The balance is a disc of silicon with a white gold rim, and this is one of several balance wheels patented by Denis Flageolet, co-founder and watchmaking lead at Bethune. The idea being to minimize the effect of temperature change on timing, reduce the effect of aerodynamic drag, no matter how small, on timing, and also to maximize the percentage of total balance mass in the rim, and this achieves all three. The only way to really tell that it's operating is to look at the breathing of the hairsprings. You've got a patented balance. You've also got a patented hairspring curve. The spring starts out as a standard flat hairspring purchased from a supplier, but it's then cut at its terminal curve, which is shaped by hand and then micro-clamped back to the center coil, and that allows the hairspring to be as thin as a flat hairspring, which keeps the watch compact, but also breathing concentrically like an overcoil. Though you can't see it easily, Bethune's proprietary silicon escape wheel is there to reduce oscillating mass and also reduce the need for lubricants. The watch beats away at 4 hertz, and as you can see, it features a stack of structures. We have a Cote de Bethune striped pattern on the base plate cap and the barrel bridge cap. And if you look carefully, you'll see that there is a barrel bridge, and then under that, there is a true barrel bridge. So you've got a barrel bridge cap on top of the barrel bridge. Both of them feature beveling, so you have 2 layers of beveling on each side. You'll also have polishing within the jewel sinks, and as you can see, all screw heads are mirror finished with hands that are crafted and decorated in-house at de Bethune, and a blackened panel mirror polished underneath those hands. 30 meters water resistant. The watch features a screw-down crown, primarily so it doesn't accidentally interact with the floating lug. They don't want this kind of contact happening, but it does give you a little bit more of a sturdy 30 meters, if you will, than a conventional dress watch. All the same, I recommend you not swim with the timepiece. If you love this watch, reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details. One last detail, or maybe 2, and it's about materials. Zirconium is a material that's similar to titanium in lightness. These little globes indicating the hours, those are polished titanium. Zirconium, similar to titanium in lightness, but when treated, it can become considerably harder, and then the diamond-like carbon coating on the outside makes this combination of a hard base and a super hard coating almost impervious to scratches. You can also see that the case is a monoblock. There's no separate bezel, so this whole case all the way around on the top is seamless, and everything loads through the case back. You can also see engine turning, beveling, polishing, and satination on that case back. It is, in a word, stacked. Reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.